What is up, pond hoppers? Welcome to the 2026 new year. From everybody here at Small Ponds, Big Dreams, we hope you had a wonderful, happy new year and a wonderful Christmas. Hope you got to ring in the new year with some friends, some family, maybe some nice drinks, and we're safe about it. But this is the first time you're hearing from us in the new year, so we have a wonderful episode here for you. We're going to go over some 2026 goals, some 2026 predictions, some laughs, and maybe just a couple few surprises along the way. Other than that, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Well, boys, how are we doing today?
Fantastic.
Not too shabby.
Everybody enjoy their week? How's their week been?
Hectic. No fishing, but, a week's a week.
Kyle, my man, how about you?
Yeah, a little long, a little dreadful, but, things must prevail.
It sounds like we all had the same week, except I got to go fishing. That's the only difference here.
Makes your week so much better than ours.
It does. We will talk about that here momentarily, but I just wanted to know how everyone's week is. But I want to say, though, that I feel like when it's wintertime and that time of year where it's kind of dreary, this is kind of the common thing amongst humankind.
Yeah.
So I kind of expected it, but I did get out fishing. I got my first couple of greenbacks for the year. You guys will not guess the rig I was throwing this week.
Glide bait.
I wish. I absolutely wish. I thought about it hard. But no. Sadly, no.
Live bluegill.
Oh, never. I am anti-live bait. Kyle, you got any guesses?
Ned?
That's a great guess. The Ned has been doing really well for me this winter. But, so I went to a pond because we've had a little bit of a warm-up, so we didn't have any ice. So, in this pond, typically has a lot of grass on the bottom. So, no, I was not throwing a Ned. I actually was throwing something we have talked about a few times on here, and more have talked about it on a negative way. I was throwing a drop shot.
No.
Yeah, I was throwing a drop shot.
Really?
Yeah.
It inspired you to do that? What inspired you to even go that route?
Listen. All I will tell you, I will give the props where props is due. I was listening to Jigs and Bigs this week, and they had a lot of talking about the drop shot. And I just kept thinking to myself, man, there's so much confidence in this thing, and a lot of people say it works during the winter. I was like, okay, I started, that was like someone put the candle there. The light wasn't lit yet, but the candle was there. And then that day on Patreon, the Homeless Fisherman, because I subscribed to his Patreon, dropped a video. And it was him and Noel's fishing drop shots with an Imakamushi on it. And that's what lit the fire. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm going and throwing that this week. I am throwing that exact rig. I don't even care. I'm throwing it. So I get to the pond, because I haven't even told you guys the story, because there's a little bit of fun at the end. So I get to the pond. No ice. Nice. It's a bit of it's like, I think it was 45 that day, roughly. So I'm betting water temp was probably 39, 40, maybe. Caught my first one at about 10 minutes in. Real squeaker, probably nothing more than 10 inches. Fished for about another 45 minutes. I fished the same spot for about like 10, which, you hear all the time. At least I thought I heard all the time. I might get this information wrong, but I heard all the time you needed to, if you catch one fish in the winter, there's more there, right? So I stayed in the same spot for like 20 minutes. I caught nothing else. I moved down about, I don't know, 5-6 foot down the bank and start casting another way. I caught another one. A little bit bigger this time. Nice. I was feeling good about it now. Finally snapped me that picture, had a nice smile on the face, was feeling good. Had about another 20 minutes of fishing, so I went on the other side of the pond real quick just to give it a test. I cast it. my wife texts me, okay, about dinner plans for the night. Now, for whatever reason, my Apple Watch lately has not, I don't know if it's my watch is too old or I've done something to it, but it no longer accepts voice to text message. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fishing, I got pole in the hand, right? So I can't text back, and I think to myself, like, well, shit, I really need to text her back about dinner. I want some pizza. So I pull my phone out, I put my rod down on the ground. I've casted my lure out, put my rod down on the ground. I text her back. I put my phone back in my back pocket, and I'm literally going, man, wouldn't it be funny if there's a fish on this? And I reeled up, and I felt doom, doom, doom. And boy, that's when I caught that nice one. And I was ecstatic, bro. I mean, it wasn't more than 2 pounds, but the fight was real fun. And just the fact that I said that and everything went down, I was like, this is hilarious. I'm definitely bringing this up on the podcast. So, yep, your boy got the first 3 in the year for 2026. Probably... Well, I mean, that's got to be the earliest I've ever caught a fish in a year. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Hopefully the warming trend keeps around for a little bit and you boys can get out or we can all get out or something and wet a line and y'all can get on your first ones for the year. But it did feel nice after a month of not catching anything. Because my last logged fish was December 13th, which was my PB Smallie.
Yeah. So you just got done catching the latest fish in the year for you, and then turned right around to the earliest.
Yeah. But what can I be honest though with you guys?
Always.
I have a question first. Do you count a catch if you snagged a fish on the side? Not intentionally, obviously not intentionally. This is an accidental snagging, but you bring it all the way to the bank, and it's in your hands. You have to release.
If you're grabbing the fish, I'd say it's a catch. Now I'm saying that you pull it up on the shore and it snaps your line or something like that. That ain't a catch. Not in my eyes.
I agree with you guys. So then I have to be honest. I did catch another fish. One last catch last year.
Yeah?
I snagged a carp in the side.
Oh, that's right.
And when I was at the river, I caught a carp. I have never caught a carp in my life.
I believe I heard the story.
And those things are disgusting.
Oh, yeah, I've caught one. I've gotten one.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Dude, this thing was like 4 foot.
Yeah.
Like 4 foot.
This thing was...
The grass carp. Yeah,
dang.
Dude, the one
That's a big
the one
boy.
I got in my pond, dude, is that big. I caught it one time. I caught it on bread. I rolled up a piece of bread, fucking put it on a hook and let it float. See the bluegill eating it, dude, and it just said swamped it, man. And believe me, I know the grass carp and the catfish difference. I know the difference of species. I mean, dude, listen, when you pulled out that crappie, though, honestly, that day on my pond, dude, I was like, what is that? It's like, that thing,
dude, the crappie,
it was so pretty, dude. It was like, you know that picture book?
Dude.
You know that picture book we used to read as a kid?
Yes.
It kind of had that blue, purple,
it looked like that fish.
Sparkle in the light.
With the shine, yeah. I wish that thing was just filled out more. If it would have been, it was so big. Paper thin. If it wasn't paper thin, that'd be my PB. It's definitely my PB in length. It was huge.
Couple sandwiches?
No, there wasn't enough meat on that.
It was just, listen,
there wasn't even enough meat on that for a nugget, for a fried nugget.
It got big at one point. It got big at one point, and it shrunk. Pretty much. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Well, it was your pond.
I know.
I've told you about this. Your pond's got a bit of a feed problem.
I know, because every time we put perch in there, dude, we put like little baby perch, and then they get kind of big, and they swim with the bluegill, and then, dude, they just keep dying off. It's like the cat. It's like anything in there for bass. They can't even eat the bluegill because they're so fucking big.
Yeah, that's great. We gotta get some fatties.
That's what I'm saying, dude. If I put at least like 3, 4, 5 fatties in there, because you know bass will eat bass, correct?
Oh, dude, bass are predators.
I'm
they'll
thinking
eat anything.
If I put like at least a 4-pounder, 5-pounder in there, pay somebody to put it in there. I don't know how much bass are actually in from the like ordering them. My club does that. I'd have to ask them how they do that.
Yeah, so there's different like hatcheries that would drop them off to the pond, and I don't know how they do that. If it's like you pay per fish or if you pay per pound.
Right. I mean,
I'm not sure how that is.
If I could honestly just put like 3 of them out there, dude. I mean, they would probably eat everything out there. They probably would. I mean, besides the catfish, probably.
Yeah. Well, guys, I have a couple of pondering things that I was pondering upon this week, and I don't know why, but I just jotted them down, and I thought I would bring them up here, and I thought we'd go over them before we go through our main part of our podcast today. These are just random, I don't know, you can call them Matt's thoughts. That's a terrible name, but that's kind of what they are. So I'm going to start it off with something. Oh, nobody wants to be in my mind. Trust me.
Oh yeah, it's crusty.
But like I said, true. You know, my son is trying to take that nickname from me.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's like, well, no, that's my nickname. I'm like, no, that was my nickname. He's like, well, no, it gets transferred over to the son. I'm like, I'm not dead.
What kind of shit is that?
I'm not dead.
Krusty the Second.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You could throw some Junior and Second into it, but like, seriously, I'm not dead. You can't take the name yet.
Right.
You better watch it. You keep saying that, and you might not wake up one day.
Well, you know who to blame.
Like, what?
You know who to blame. But, yeah, no, so, like, it's just, like, stuff like this. Like, I was thinking about it. I was listening to Jigs and Biggs podcast, and they were talking a lot about how confidence baits could sometimes hinder you more than help you. And they ended up getting to the point of, and if I'm wrong on the recollection of this, it's been many days since I've listened, and, well, my brain is fried from this week, but they came to the point that, still get into confidence baits, and I'm not saying don't have confidence baits and use confidence baits, but it brought an idea to me that, is there a time when you go fishing and you're throwing a confidence bait and maybe you're getting bit once, maybe twice, maybe 2 or 3 fish, but maybe there is something else that could have gotten you bit more. So is it better to be more open than it is to be more confident? It's just something I was pondering on, and I couldn't get my mind to come to an answer on, is one better than the other? Is one way best for an angler, a beginner angler, an intermediate angler, any angler, or is it truly having that confidence bait and being confident in more baits and growing that confidence is the key?
I'd say a little bit of both. I'd say I could almost give it like a time minute rule. Like if I'm not catching something within like 25 minutes, I feel like I need to switch something out. It depends on where I'm at. Yeah, sometimes you walk, sometimes you switch.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that one wholeheartedly. But my question here is to you is, are you immediately switching to that confidence bait? Or are you going to think, maybe I will try that buzz bait I've never thrown before? Or maybe I will try that glide bait that I think I've never gotten a bite on.
Try that drop shot.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that was my experiment this week. Right. I jumped out of my comfort zone onto something that I would like to have as a confidence bait. And, well, I got lucky. Well, a little bit more than lucky. Remember, kids, 1 fish is luck, 2 fish is a pattern.
What's 3?
Oh, that's just a good time. You're starting to get into a real good time, my friend. Real good time. If the sun wasn't going down, I'd have stayed out longer.
Stupid winter.
Yeah, dumb winter. But sure. Yeah, doesn't it make you think? It really does.
As somebody who has a very bad habit of trying to force feed the fish my confidence baits, it doesn't usually work out in my favor. Right. I think the key is forcing yourself to use those other lures to grow the number of confidence baits you have, so you have a confidence bait for each situation you find yourself in. For those sunny days, those cloudy days, your clear water to your muddy water,
muddy.
winter to spring.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's solemnly where I landed. I landed with there's nothing wrong with going to a pond and throwing your confidence lure, right? Maybe you have an hour to fish that day. Hell yeah. Go throw your wacky worm you're confident in. Go throw your Nico worm. Go throw your jerk shad. Go throw what you're confident in, right? Do it. Because to you, you're going to have the most fun out of it. But maybe on a 6-hour fishing day, take maybe 2 hours of that time to get a bait that maybe you want more confidence in, or even think you should have confidence in because you've just heard it's a amazing, miraculous bait. Which is going to bring me to another point. But we will get to that in just moments. So, I mean, is that where you land on that? I mean, I feel like that's where you ultimately have to land, because the problem is you're right. You can't have confidence without trying something.
As we talked to the confidence episode, it takes time.
It takes time.
You got to put the time in. And yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, if you're going out with that hour on the lake or hour on your water, fish what you want to fish.
Yeah.
Try to, of course, think of the circumstances and throw something that's going to work, but throw what you want. But if you're out for a long time, or you're on your 4th trip of the week and you've got another one planned, maybe try something new. But do try to focus on another technique that will broaden your abilities. That'll hit an area that your confidence baits don't already hit.
I like the bellows gill if everyone's listening. For new.
Dude. I can't. Dude. For Christmas, I don't know if I told you, one of my gifts was a pack of 3.8s and dark matter. Or no, I don't know if it's dark matter, but it's like black on one side and this like real shiny blue on the other.
I think you showed me a picture of them. I think they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait. I got 5.8 bellows gills to throw this year. And I hear there's a rumor of some other sizes.
Really?
So,
like bigger or smaller?
But yes, bellows gill. Bigger size. Well, there's about to be an in-between size and then a bigger size of the bellows shad.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
6.
And I'm also interested in them, like
6.8
miniature swimmers that I've seen. I mean, you looked at that.
Yes.
I think I might pick up one of them.
Dude, I'm G-Crack. G-Crack, you're so good. Oh yeah, that's my favorite. But we were talking, I said something about baits that are miraculous. I watched a video made by Bailey Egbert from Serious Angler, and he was talking about something that you've heard a lot about, and as soon as I say it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And that's shaking that minnow. We hear a lot about shaking that minnow. Now listen here. He was talking about shaking the minnow without that 3-letter word, forward-facing sonar. And it got me to think, is it actually a tactic for the bank angler? Could it be something? Because he talked about a retrieve and retrieves that weren't just shaking the minnow, but allowing and utilizing your line in ways that I never thought of. Like naturally allowing the bait, pulling it up and letting it pendulum back down to the bottom. Coming from off a ledge, you pick it up off the ledge, you let it pendulum back down and it lands behind a rock. And if you're using baits that are made out of Elastec, which a lot of them are, it's going to float off the bottom. Mm-hmm. He said you could even do the shaking tactic itself. So it made me start to think, are those baits and that presentation something that the bank angler could put in their arsenal and it actually be something that's worth using?
I mean, I was using the mooch minnow.
Correct.
In the creeks and cleaning up pretty well with it.
Now, were you using it on a ball head?
Yeah.
Now, were you just swimming it?
I almost treated it more like a Ned half the time, honestly.
Okay. Which, by the way, Speaking of that, just real quick little tangent note. I watched a YouTube video by Wendell Fishing, or not Wendell, I forget the YouTuber I was watching. But he was using a Z-Man minnows, like the little, it's like a stick with just a small little fin on the end of it, as a Ned. He said it was a nice little presentation that was kind of a little more subtle than a regular TRD. So something to think about.
Don't clean up in the creek.
Yeah. So I guess it is something you've tried.
To a degree. I mean, and not as much shaking and not from the bank so much as from the water throwing
Like
to the
being in
bank.
the water, throwing to the bank, yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle, you don't even know the technique I'm talking about, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay. So right now, a lot of guys on like the pro circuits, they use this technique with what's called forward-facing sonar, and it's like playing video games. You can see the fish eat your bait. You can see what your bait's doing in the
I've
water.
seen,
Once you get
I've
good
seen
with
stuff
it.
like that, but I didn't know exactly what that was.
Yeah.
called.
So the main.
So is it like the one like
Yeah,
James
the main
has?
rig.
It's like overhead, or is it like actually attached to the lure?
So what it is it's a ball head. The jig we're talking.
Are you talking about the forward-facing sonar?
Yeah.
Oh, that's attached to their trolling
Oh,
motors.
okay.
It's attached to the trolling motor, so they can turn it any way they want. And the screen to view what it's looking at is on top of their their boat on the front deck.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they throw out a ball head jig with like a mooch minnow on it, or a mooch minnow, a Sakamata shad. There's so many now; it's hard to name them, but those are a few that aren't too bad. But anyway, so yeah, they're just using that. But I always look at it as just like something for forward facing. I never just really thought about using it in my average day bank angling. But I don't know. It's just something I thought about, like kind of something that maybe is worth trying next year. Maybe it's worth investigating a couple times. Like we just said, is that something you could throw on a day where you want to like just wing it and try something? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had a blast throwing that drop shot the other day. I do have a couple of opinions on it right now that I don't know if it's user error or what I'm just, little tweaks I'm learning on it because I just started throwing it, to be honest with you.
Right.
But I do think it's something that I'm really thinking about trying out in the summer. Summer and this winter, I'm definitely keeping it in. Like the beginning into spring, I'm definitely keeping that in the back pocket. But yeah, maybe it is shaking the minnow. It might be something that would be nice.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, we're talking about shaking the minnow and I said a little bit about water. Right now, if like winter was done today, tomorrow's spring, right? What's the first body of water you're going to? Where is the first place you want to go fishing? Where you want to go?
I'd probably say the last.
It's a hard
I'd
question.
probably say the last place that we went, but I would want to check out the river side.
The river. That's a good. We should go. The river would be. The river is. That's a good choice. That's a real good choice.
Next time I'm going to go out there, but the current is so hard. I think I'm going to have because I don't think swimmers. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a professional, but I wouldn't know if for sure like what kind of technique I could use for the lure. Like what do I want to use? Like do I want to use a Ned? But I feel like the Ned's always constantly drifting off. So I feel like I need to put more weight into it so it drops and hits that bottom.
Yep.
So it doesn't drag along.
Yes, you're learning, bro. You just showed me you're learning. You're correct. The more current you have, the heavier, if you're going for bottom contact, which is something I highly recommend when you're starting out river, you're going to lose lures. You're going to get snagged. It's going to happen. Just be prepared for that. But when you first start fishing rivers, I highly recommend a bottom contact bait, specifically a Ned. And you said that already, which is great. But you're also right. That weight, you just keep weight. So like right now, we haven't had much rain, so the current wouldn't be going super fast. Well, no, we did get a lot of rain earlier. With a high current, currently, I would think with the flow, I'm not looking at it, but I would probably use a 1/4 ounce, maybe a little bit heavier.
I figured it needed something, man.
And that's
I was having so much trouble.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I put a half of the one of them. I don't know. I call them bullets, I guess, but that's not the correct word. They're just the one weights that you break off real easy. What is that? Shit. Yeah,
Nail weight?
yeah,
Is it a nail
it
weight?
is. It is a nail weight, but you said it was a certain kind. The one you gave me.
It's lead.
Okay,
It's
there
lead.
you
It's
go.
a lead nail
It's
weight.
lead.
That's how you can break it.
It's,
'Cause
right,
tungsten you
right,
can't break.
right. So it was the lead ones that I could break off. So there was a half of one, and I was like, all right, let's try this. But it seemed like it still was not enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can always go from a Ned to a football jig,
Mm-hmm.
football head, because
and that's
oh
gonna
yeah,
get
that's got some.
you can
that's
get
got
all the
some
way up
weight
to an
yeah,
ounce.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that football jig, that workhorse jig you got
Yes.
that
yes.
I gave you for
Uh-huh.
Christmas. Yeah,
Okay.
that, bro. That in the river, once it clears up and isn't as muddy, like when me and James first started fishing our river spot, the first time we went, dude, it was almost crystal because the last catch I got, I could see the moment I caught him and the fish like flashed because I could see his belly. So it was crystal. But ever since muddy.
I hear it's muddy right now because of that rain we just had, but
yeah.
the flow isn't that high.
Okay. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on going fishing with a buddy tomorrow in the river.
Yeah, that's what I
little
thought.
preview
That's
here.
what I thought.
Might
Okay.
talk more about it later.
That's what I thought.
And he went and
Okay.
checked the river today.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Different river, but should be similar conditions.
Hang on, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very salty. You're going fishing tomorrow, but that's okay. I already went this week.
I'm probably
went this
going
week.
tomorrow
I gotta
too.
clean.
I'm
I
probably
got stuff
gonna
to do
go
tomorrow.
down here by my house.
Yeah, definitely. I would do it. If it's running a little quick, just make sure you just have that heavier weight. If you're going to use a Ned, use some sort of like floating plastic. So like a Z-Man or just anything that says elastomer or floating.
Right. Have
Those
you
are
even used
some
them
key
fuzzy
words.
nuts, James?
I threw him in the river a little bit, but that was the day. That was the day I lost
2 jerkbaits.
Oh,
two jerk
boy.
baits.
Oh, yeah.
But I did save my. I did lose one of the fuzzy nugs. I saved it before with the pocket knocker, but
Yeah.
I didn't catch anything that
Okay.
day.
So for the
unfortunately.
pocket
Yeah,
knocker,
but he
though,
did-
so what was it? Like a 1 out of 3? Like getting your lure back?
It got quite a few back. I just can't guarantee all of the ones that came back were because of the pocket knocker.
Yeah.
Explain.
Yeah.
Like
Because
I
it was
I think
wasn't
I was
like,
involved in
it
like
was
5 or 6 retrievals.
okay.
Yeah.
But I can't say they were all because of the pocket knocker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you
But I
say
mean-
gimmick or actually works?
Oh no. No, I will have it
will-
on me every
Okay.
time now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So it proved its worthiness.
Yeah, for sure. I think it did. I for sure think it did.
Oh yeah. Once it almost slipped off the Ned.
Oh no, that's what I was worried about.
Totally all the way
That's
down
why
the
I asked
line.
Matt
Yeah.
too. Now, and you guys,
Once.
I think last time it's like I was worried about that opening, and I think we discussed
Yeah.
about pinching it.
Yes, we did. And we tried to pinch it when we were there that day, but that was the cold day. So the metal was
okay.
not having
Okay.
it.
Yeah. And it still stuck on the hook on that Ned. Like the hook is what saved it.
Right,
brought it
right,
back.
right,
Yes.
right.
And I will say, I got that Ned back. I will attribute that one to the pocket knocker.
You also got your jerkbaits back.
Oh yeah,
So,
I saved a jerk bait or two
yeah,
with it.
I mean,
I saved your jerkbaits.
But then you saved them from actual
Yeah.
death.
I went one day by myself without James. I didn't catch anything, but I went by myself and I caught both of them. I found both of them. Yeah, got both of them for him. Crazy. Well, you boys ready to get into the main portion of today's episode?
sure.
Let's get to it.
I think before we start, we've kind of had a great motion, great things going on, but we're going to be talking today a little 2026. So I think the first thing we should do is Happy New Year, listeners. This is the first time you're
Yeah.
hearing from us in 2026.
Happy 2026.
Happy 2026, fellas and girls.
So I think that's dope. The best thing to do now, like I said, you guys know I listen to podcasts. Everybody's doing their own spin, their own take, their own new, whatever it is for 2026. So we're going to do our own take on it. It's kind of a goals thing. Me and the boys all kind of wrote down like 5 fishing-oriented goals that we want to be able to do in the 2026. And hopefully, by the end of the year, we can report that we accomplished all of these goals. Yeah, I mean, I think the easiest way to do this is go round robin instead of everybody give one goal or 5 goals at a time. Everybody just give one goal at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's how we do it. Who wants to start though? That's always the hard part.
I think we should just keep it in order like we always do. I think James should take head.
James goes first.
All right.
All right.
So, one of my goals for the 2026 fishing season is to catch fish in more states. We kind of talked about this previously, where I kind of hitting all 50 states and then some, 51,
that would
52.
Be a dream.
So I want to make that start to happen this year. And, you know, maybe just add 3 or 4 more states. Take some weekend trips maybe down to, like, Kentucky because it's so close, or go over to Indiana. Just go up on a Friday, hit a cabin or a tent, I don't care, and then get up, fish on Saturday, and come back Sunday. Can hit Kentucky, Indiana, Pennsylvania, nice close by. And, of course, the hopeful plans to be going to Minnesota. Maybe add 4 states this year is what I'm hoping for.
All right. I like that one. I vibe with that. And what I like about that a lot is especially from going, I mean, we have fished in other states. We fished Michigan that one time.
Yep.
And, I mean, I have fished West Virginia, and then you were there for that, James. But I personally fished Minnesota, right? So, and it just always feels like no matter what, fishing, even though you're bass fishing, it feels different in every state. Every bass looks different in every state. It's just kind of a wild experience. So that's a good one. I think that is a very achievable goal. And the Minnesota trip is something I really hope happens, because if you boys are addicted to fishing now, Minnesota will really ingrain that addiction.
It will ruin you.
Yeah. We'll see how many of us come back.
Right? We all just like, we got new jobs. We'll catch you later. I'd be into that. That'd be fun. All right. Well, then, normal response goes Kyle?
Correct. I would say for me,
Okay. All right.
honestly, it would probably be trying new lures. Like, I have tried the jerkbait, but I really not have gave it enough time to actually say I am fluent with it. You know what I mean? I've probably threw it maybe once or twice, so I'd like to try that. Also with the bellows gill, and there's a couple of others. You know what I mean? I would like to try more often, like the swim bait. That's something new that you got me. Thanks, by the way. And so there's a few new things that I want to get more confident in with, so I can put that in my arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. That's, for beginning anglers, that should be your first goal, right? Like, you got to learn all the techniques that you like. You got to throw, at the end of the day, ingraining that confidence. If you're not throwing something you're having fun throwing, you're miserable.
Right.
So I think that's great. Now, if I were to, give any recommendations, one, props on you, the bellows gill, faux show, my guy.
Yeah, when I got
any
snapped
size
on
of that
like
sucker will catch you
when
fish.
I got snapped on that one, I mean, I didn't mean like snap, but I mean like snapped on the lure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know what you got when he snagged that sucker up.
Dude, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, it's about to swallow this damn thing. And it's a pretty good size. It's that, what was the size again? 3.2, 3.4 or something like that?
So you have the 3.8 size.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like my sweet spot for pond fishing. It's not too big, not too small. You can do that beast hook. You can Nico rig it, you can free rig it. All kinds of options there. But if I were to tell you any other things that I think is a real fun one to bestow confidence in, that swim jig combo that James got you, I think you're gonna really like
I think
that,
so
because
too.
reaction bites are so much fun, and I think you're just gonna enjoy just giving them the absolute whacking with
Right.
the thing. And you're just gonna, yeah, you're gonna enjoy that. So I think that's a great goal for somebody that's still, newish or newer to
Right.
artificial
Right, but I
lures
just
and
didn't want to
fishing
just
for
try
bass.
one. I
think,
wanted to try multiple. I just wanted to try to broaden the horizon and try to throw
Oh, yeah.
everything that,
oh yeah,
like, James's favorite, is jerkbait. So I was like, and I see him smacking with it over in, was it Van Wert?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you was throwing?
oh dude, you should have been there the day.
Yeah.
Should have been there the day we were just smacking them on the chatterbaits.
Chatterbait.
That was a good day too. That was a good day. That was a good day too, dude. That was a good day
Oh,
too.
hell yeah.
Bro. That was a good day too. All right, man. Well, guys, y'all guys starting out it pretty good. Y'all starting out real good. Mine's gonna probably kill it, but all right, let's get it going. My first one I got on my list. It's small. We'll get in. I think it's very small, but for me, it's kind of big, and because I feel like I've been doing it for a while, it's a part of my heart, but I want to fish more off the bank. I want to, and what I mean by that is I don't just mean get a vessel or get in a vessel. Of course, that's always the goal, but I want to do more wade fishing. This year, walking in those creeks, and before when I used to get in the lakes and walk and wade fish, that is, I don't know, there's something to me that like grounds you to the fish. And I like that so much, and I feel like I've just done a lot of bank angling over the last few years, and I'm not saying I want to throw it away. Obviously, I'm still going to bank angle, but I want to try to find my ways to get in the water more and learn more of, instead of throwing to or from the bank to the inside of the pond or lake or river, I want to get from throwing inside the river to the bank. So it's just something I want to do. I mean, growing up, I bass fished with my dad in a boat. I've boat fished a lot, but when I've been doing this fishing by myself so much, and like with you guys and everything, it's just been bank beating, most of it. We've done a little rental of boats here and there, and had some times of wade fishing. And that, to me, I just want to get into that more. Get into some more river wade fishing. Get them waders out. Get all in the river, man. And I just feel like, to me, that's something I feel like I could definitely see myself doing more of this year.
I could totally feel that because I
knew you
love being in the water.
I knew you would.
And I know
I knew you would.
at least some of us has done some boat rental.
Yeah, well,
at
yeah,
some
yeah,
point.
Yeah.
Some of us have missed out on that each time somehow.
I don't know how that happens.
But yeah, I can totally feel that. I'm all about getting in that water.
Right. I mean, I used to get in my boat all the time. That's where we caught the crappie at.
Oh man, me and Kyle got in that boat one time. That's where I caught the crappie, was in the boat.
So I love getting out there. I feel, honestly, you don't even have to fling it as hard. I feel like that's where a bait caster's supposed to be, right in the middle of the water.
Yeah, but I've gotten really good at being up in the shallows by the banks, and like,
right, but
I feel
you
like
can
it's
throw
a lot
like
harder
you said,
when you're a
though,
bank
you can
angler.
throw to the bank.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, it's hard. I want to be able to throw to the bank, man.
Only
like,
bad
that's
thing was
something
all the
I'm just
cattails.
like, that's what I grew up
Right.
doing. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's the apex, man. Like, that's what what you see people doing, man, and that's how you catch them. That's how you
Right.
get on them. And I'm just, I think 2026 is the year of on the water, not by the water.
Time
So.
to switch it up.
All right, my man James,
So I'll follow that really,
you
really
got a good
easily.
one? You got one close to it?
So my next one is entitled "Start Getting on the Water." But I went more boat because we
Okay.
did a lot of creek this year. I love it. I'm going to do a lot more this
Okay.
coming year.
Okay.
Definitely want to get in on those waders, but I also really want to get on the water because I didn't have that boating experience growing up and a lot. I don't have much boat. Got a buddy who's got a canoe. We went out. That was a blast. I love being on the water. I just feel so calming, just floating along. And so, yeah, maybe looking into I don't know about purchases this year, maybe John Boat or kayak, but definitely trying to hit some of those rentals up this year and actually being involved in them. And getting out on the water and, like Matt said, throwing to the bank and getting out into the water, finding those holes out there that you can't get to on the bank.
Yeah, you like can't cast. Like right now, it's wintertime. It's like, they're probably all the way the hell out there, but I can get about all the way the hell right there. Like it's like you can't get that far.
Or the places shallow on the bank that you can't get to the bank because of trees and bushes and overgrowth or a cliff wall.
Yeah. And so, I agree with you, man. I think it's just a whole other. I think it's just a way to upgrade our fishing. It's just a way to make that fishing experience that much better. I'm 100% behind you. That's crazy. You had the same one. So I'm glad we kind of that made an easy segue for your number 2. I wonder if it's gonna be easy for Kyle. You think Kyle's gonna? Let's see how Kyle does.
Jesus. All right. What I really want is kind of a dream, but I want to catch something over 5 pounds. 3 to 5. In between the 3 and the 5, dude. Maybe if I can hit 5.
Oh, it's a dream.
It's a dream.
But a dream that can come true.
But, I mean, it can.
Listen,
it
can come true.
My buddy.
It can.
My buddy, he
can.
invited me up north to one of the Great Lakes up there. I ain't going to say which one. I'm going to keep it a surprise. Because when I go up there with pictures and I catch shit, I'm going to have everybody's jaw dropping. But.
He said, I'm draw
So he invited me over there.
Panty moistening, draw dropping.
So he's got a cabin out there and stuff, and he's got a boat. He's got a pontoon boat, and he likes fishing too. So hopefully that when I get out there, and I get more connected to him because he's a family friend, of course. You know what I mean? So, and he's got time, and he's an older gentleman. But, dude, it would be so nice if I go out there and catch something. And so that's my hope. That's my hope for coming up. So I want to catch at least something between 3 to 5.
Dude, if you get 5, you're beating me.
Oh, if you're hitting one of the Great Lakes,
that's what I'm saying.
You might get
high chance possibility.
Yeah, and you're in Smalley country, dog. Yeah. You're in Smalley country, dog.
I'm hoping that because he knows where the spots are.
No,
and he promised me. He said can honestly. He said the biggest one he caught out there was a 7. So, and I was like, man, I would piss my pants. Honestly, I'd be screaming with joy like a little girl. Have you seen that one guy on the kayak and he's like, "It's a monster." That's like,
oh, dude, are you talking about when his friends behind him?
He's like, got a monster. Like he was being sarcastic about it. I was like, "Oh no, he's got a monster." Like,
he looks back. He's like, "Oh no, shit, he's actually got one."
Yeah.
Speaking of monsters. What? Did you guys see that 16-pounder that got
my God, yes. I was going to say something about that.
So tell me.
Yes, I did. I heard about it in Jigs and Bigs, and then I was like, no, I didn't hear about this. So I looked it up. Holy smoke. Looked like someone gave that motherfucker a watermelon to eat.
Dude, its stomach was bigger than my head.
Yeah, dude, it was huge,
was it weighted?
Dude. Can you imagine pulling that out of the water, dude? I'd drop a turd about as big as that bass right out my ass.
Oh my God,
I wouldn't be able to just
talk about
stand
a rectal
myself,
exam.
dude.
Oh,
yeah, I wouldn't even need one,
shit,
dude.
you just
Holy
looking
shit.
through a telescope. Look right through that
dude,
thing.
The cheese I ate when I was 12 came out, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like
some of that gum.
Some of that gum. But yeah, dude, I really think that's an attainable goal, dude. I mean, not even just if you didn't get lucky or didn't get to go out there, dude. If you put in the time with me on some of the places I go, I will get you on that. I've caught multiple 3s by now. I have been gracious enough to caught one over 4. Dude,
right.
I can get you.
So did I keep up to your guys' expectations on the next one?
I mean, dude, it did, but it wasn't not as a good a segue. I segued James really well, but yours is good. I mean, I'm not saying it's not bad. That's a good one.
That's a good follow. I'm trying to keep into the same subjects.
Well, you're doing good, but what I really like right now from you, Kyle, is you're giving me really good beginner angler goals. These are definitely obtainable goals for the beginner anglers. You know how many beginners
there's plenty
I've
of them
caught
out there, man.
10
I mean,
inchers.
they're just trying to get their feet wet, honestly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we can start from dinks to
jaw
hoggers. You know what I mean?
Dinks to donks.
It's dinks to donks, baby. Dinks to donks. I like it. I like it. Well, I guess that brings me to mine.
Nice, man.
Since you said something about catching a 3 to 5 pounder, I'm going to go ahead and take that as my segue and give you my next one. And that is spend more time looking for bigger caliber fish. And I'm not talking about just, going out there and fishing like we've been doing. I'm going to take the time to do things that I think, yes, research. I'm going to use James's deeper, and I'm going to start mapping out areas.
Whoa, what's a deeper? How deep does it go? I'm so sorry to ask this question, but I felt like I was lining up for something. It's kind
of out of context. If you don't know what a deeper is, I guess you're not going to get it. But it's a ball.
It is a ball.
It is a ball, though. It really is. It's a sonar. Is what it is. It's basically a form of sonar that you can use. You cast it out into the water, and you can get a kind of an idea of what the bottom composition looks like.
Okay, yeah.
And how deep and the water temp.
I've seen that.
So I want to do things like that, but also I want to actually throw big baits. Find those areas that I actually think bigger fish are going to be, and take the data from the last year of where I caught the bigger ones and throw those bigger baits. Take the day to throw a 6, 7, 8 inch bait, a 7-inch glide. Do those things to actually kind of up my chance a little bit. Now I'm not saying
we've had a segment about this too. Is bigger better?
I think bigger is better for bigger fish.
James,
yes.
What do you think?
I think a bigger fish it would rather exert more energy to catch a bigger meal than it would.
Meal. Right. But what's the statistics of it getting actually snacked though if you're just doing experiments?
Well, the experiment is to see if I can pull out that larger caliber. Right. Like, it's not the experiment of, can you catch fish on it? Yeah, I think a 7-inch glide bait can catch fish. But I want to see can I take a 7-inch glide bait to Popo Pond and pull out a 7, 8 pounder.
I get you. I got you. I get you.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to take, you say that, but I want to take the extra step of doing the research.
Right.
Really, there's a book out there called Sow Belly, and it's a lot about big bass catching. And I want to do that. I want to see if that's a possibility. I want to see if the end of the year next year I can be like, wow, I not only broke my PB, I freaking smashed it. So, and then, because I didn't want to say, oh, I want to break my PB. Everybody wants to break their PB. That's just what everybody wants to do. As a beginning angler, you said it right. You wanted to catch something 3 to 5. That's not breaking a PB. That's a range, right? But I know what I'm saying is I do want to break my PB, but I want to put that time and effort to it, right? So you're going to see your boy with a big old broomstick, some nice soft baits, and some glide baits for a few days a week. Just saying. Yeah. That's my, what, were we on our second one? Yep, we're on the third now.
So, not taking up the segue.
Oh, nice. No seggies. No seggies here.
We do 2 at a time. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
That's how this goes.
Okay.
So my next one is I want to try some new brands this year. I want to get out there and expand my brand database. I know we talk a lot about the main few we use a lot, like Z-Man and G-Crack. So I want to expand a little bit. All my combos are loose. I know I've talked over and over again that I'm gonna pick up a BFS this year. I know I have said lately that it's a possibility. No, it's gonna happen. There's no way I'm not gonna do it. And I'm gonna go with Cast King on rod and reel and give them a shot and see how those go. I want to expand. Kind of been thinking about Mega Bass, maybe picking up some more expensive jerk baits and seeing what else Mega Bass may have to offer. We did get the Fish Labs this year. I've thrown it in the water and seen it, and it is beautiful. I want to expand with that some more. Maybe get some other of the Fish Labs. Do you guys have any other suggestions for me on companies I should go try?
Yes. G-Crack.
I've tried G-Crack and I'm going to keep trying G-Crack. Don't worry.
But no, so I think if you're going to try baits and you're going to hear anything from me, there's a lot of companies out there that are really, really good. I think the American market is super saturated with super good baits. I think you'll be able to find anything. And I think you'll be able to find companies you really like. But I think what you could give you an edge over other people on the pond is JDM lures.
I do feel like I'm going to target some JDM while we're at the expo.
So my recommendations there: Depths, Duo Realis, Raid Japan, and G-Crack. Well, of course G-Crack. There's got to be another one I can recommend. I don't want to recommend ones I haven't tried. Well, maybe try some I haven't tried. See, I wanted to say the same thing that you said, but my problem is I want to solidify the brands. I feel like I did a lot of trying last year, but now I want to solidify those brands. I want to make those my next. So I want to solidify those brands this year. This isn't one of my goals, but I'm adding on to your goal.
Yeah.
I also want to do the same thing, but I want to solidify my brands because I want to be able to go into 27 and say, now I want to try. Because then when I go out, I can just try, and when I don't catch, I go, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and pull this bellows gill out here real quick. Doop, doop. All right, cool. It caught me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I got 5 fish. Cool. Now I'll go back to this. See what I mean? So then I want to have something that I'm always confident. There's not a doubt in my mind when I step out on that pond or out on that lake or out on that river that I have an arsenal of brands that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to put a hurting on these boys today. So, but I think that for me is what will allow me to feel safer trying more things. Now, I am trying swim baits this year, which is going to be different companies and things, but that is a whole encompassing realm that I'm starting, not just baits. So I can feel you where you're coming from, because I felt like I did that 2025 pretty hard. And it was good. I mean, it helped us find some really good brands. G-Crack, Crush City, solidified Z-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just solidified.
So those are my top 3 right now.
Yeah.
Not that I use a lot of G-Crack.
Other ones came around. We helped Kyle get into some. We talked about them. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's freaking a stellar goal to try to bestow into 2026. Now, what is Kyle going to have for us next?
I would say, trying different things also kind of a little bit, but I already said that. So I'm going to honestly say more about getting into different bodies of water. So I'm going to skip to that one. So I kind of want to get into different, like I said, I want to go up north. I want to go try that out. I know it's winter, but I mean, if I go up there on a decent day, I mean, hell, we've been catching 60 temperatures. So, I mean...
60-degree days?
I mean, that's a perfect... I mean, especially if it leaves it like that for 2 days. And it gives the water enough to, okay, if it's going to freeze or fucking thaw out. Because my pond at my place, it froze over. So...
Yep.
Because it's so small.
No, dude, I think that's great. Now, my question is that just, broaden your horizon of, what, different... places,
right.
Or do you want to try
honestly,
different?
Go to tournaments. Excuse me.
Oh, you want to join a league?
No. I mean, more go into different bodies of waters and try to do things with other people as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you want to get more in? You want to go to different places, more areas of bodies of water that
at least I know that there's fish
to.
In there, right? Or at least other people know.
Well, you got to try places to know if there's fish. I have gone to many places and been told there ain't fish in there, and then caught fish.
So it's the word of the mouth. Right?
So you just have to fish them first. But I think it's a great goal, and then adding on to the goal and being like you want to meet new fishermen, that's even
Right.
better. You just want to grow your
Right.
community.
Get to talk to people and stuff too. I mean, in general.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
how
what are
you
you
learn.
using?
That's
I
how
mean,
you
I
learn.
ain't going to ask you for like a first episode like drugs or anything, but you know how that goes.
Right. Or or you're not gonna like be like, yo, dog, what color was that Senko you were using today?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna do that, but you chat with them, and next thing you know,
Right.
you're like, hey, man, right down there's a stump. They always sitting on that
Right. Or
stump.
something. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I agree with that. I mean, that was also when doing this and writing this was a thought of mine as well. Was doing that, but I didn't put that as my goal because I'm gonna do that no matter what. So I just didn't want to use it. But that's a great one. I mean, shit. The new bodies of water, man. That right there is just perfect.
Right. I just wanted to start with new bodies of water in general before I subjugated it into like also meeting other people and anglers as well. I mean, hell, you might find somebody out there that's using their setup completely wrong. You know what I mean? And I've seen that before. You know, hell,
they got that spinning handle on the wrong
hell,
side.
I gave somebody my kid's old rod because they were trying to use an adult rod for their child. He's probably only like 5, 6. You know what I mean? He was casting it out there for him, and then he was like giving it to him. I was like, well, here's this, you know, and I just gave it to him. So
yeah, man. Hey, that's a good one, man. I like that. What's funny is now I got a segue because you're gonna segue into mine. Mine's kind of like that, so I'm gonna give you mine next because it's pretty close to yours. A little different though. Mine was I want to get out of my safe area of fishing and broaden my scope of fishing spots. I think it's really safe to say that I've played it safe for a long time to almost a 100-mile radius from my home to go fishing. Now, granted, we have gone to Van Wert, which is farther than that 100-degree mile, but 100-mile radius. But
I like that.
we've only gone like 3 times, right?
Yeah.
So I want to broaden that horizon to where it's like, yeah, you've got an 8-hour time frame of going fishing. Let's not go to that pond you go to all the time. Let's go to that river that's, you know, an hour away. Take an hour to get to that river, to that spot, and spend that time there and try different areas and find those spots out there, just like Kyle said. But mine was more of like, I feel like I've created a safe area of ponds and creeks and river spots. Well, not really river spots. We're starting those right now. More like creeks and ponds. And I want to just build upon that, make it wider, open the cone, open the scope of my safe zone. And I want that to just get bigger and bigger to where I'm up at the Great Lakes.
Right.
You know what I mean? To where it's just to where you have so many spots. It's like there isn't a day go by where you're like, I wonder where I'm gonna go. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like that goal is kind of tied right on in with yours.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
So
Yeah, we all got a little bit of traveling in our
Right.
goals.
I mean, yeah.
yeah, a little travel. Sounds like 2026. We
Yeah,
traveling
it sounds like
though.
a great idea, honestly. It sounds even better with the boys.
Oh yeah, the boys get out. Oh man, we have some fishing trips. We're gonna have some fishing trips this year for sure. The boys are back in town.
All right, so on to my next one was a little more educational for myself. I'm setting a goal this year to learn more knots. I am a simpleton when it comes to knots. I know 2 knots, basically 3, kind of 3. I know my uni and my double uni and my Alberto, but that's it. So I want to learn some new knots, different leader line tie-ons, the drop shot knots I'm going to need for the drop shot.
That's easy. It's just a Palmer knot.
Yeah, I don't know the Palmer knot, obviously.
I'll teach it to
not
you.
on my list.
My dad
But
taught me
exactly.
that when I was like 12. I can teach it to you.
Like it's just you know, every now and then I need to sit down and grab a new knot and practice and broaden my knot horizons.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's 100%.
There is, I mean,
I need to do the same thing.
I feel like, well, Kyle, yeah, I can see Kyle needing to know some knots. He needs to learn the leader knot.
Oh, well, no, I did it pretty good.
We need to.
I did it. Look, I told you, I just needed a picture. I didn't ask for none of your all help, and I did it the first try.
Actually, I found some good YouTube videos. I can send you.
Dude, honestly,
especially that double San Diego jam.
Honestly, all I needed was just the picture, and I got it because I've already done it.
Yeah.
4 or 5 times on looking at the video. So I just needed the picture to make sure I was twisting the string the right way.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like James, you do have a pretty good knot. I feel like the knots you have are good for the applications you're using, but I could understand wanting to know those other knots, especially if you're getting into something like a drop shot, or if you are going to throw bigger baits. Like I just said, San Diego jam, the double San Diego jam. That's a pretty good knot to have for swim baits, just because it's like supposed to be the most textile strength or most tension strength or whatever, so it won't break on you. It's a little, but anyway, I feel like a lot of knots people teach are unnecessary, but I don't think it's a bad thing knowing more knots, to be honest. I mean, you might find you've been doing the Alberto knot for 2-3 years now, and you might find once you learn to tie the FG, you might be like, dude, this goes through my guides perfectly. I don't know why I've never been, I've never used this.
This reminds me of the Christmas gift that we brought up about the cards of knots.
The cards, yes. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, but no, I know some videos that I have of some ones that aren't bad, especially for Kyle, like the Alberto. I could send him that one. I got that one. I've got a double San Diego jam, the double uni.
I need to learn
a few of them, so yeah, I think that's a good one.
Probably more than a few. Probably more like a handful.
Kyle, what do you got for us, my man?
Which one is this one? The 4th one? 5th one?
Yeah, 4th.
I would say, because I kind of missed one, honestly. I'll have to come up with one. But the other one was me getting, honestly, out more. Like, getting Kyle out more. I think that's a big goal for me.
When that was
I mean, honestly,
that was an episode idea.
So, it wasn't just an idea? Or did we not make an episode over it? Was it just an idea?
Yeah, we never made an episode over it, but yeah, that in our chat, it was an episode idea.
It's the idea of just Kyle getting out, getting out more, because it's kind of hard for me to get out. When I do,
Kyle fish more.
I'm doing shit. So, but honestly, I need to just take more time for myself and just be cleansed and pretty much just go out to a body of water and just USA. You know what I mean? I feel like I really need to start doing that for myself this year. I think it'd be good for me and for my soul. I mean, dude, because honestly, a New Year's fish, dude, I can't wait. I don't even care what it is. I'm going to take a picture of it. I don't even care if it's a fucking clam like James caught. I don't care. I really honestly don't care.
You guys have a clam off?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's where I'm at with it, honestly.
Hey man,
get on a turtle.
That's how I felt.
I would hate, dude. That's the thing with the snapping turtle, or with the something with the condom, dude. That was
Ask Bentley how that goes.
That was funny.
Yeah. No, I feel you, dude. Me and James originally planned on. Me and him had come up with the idea that it would be super fun to start our fishing logs with the first catch being January 1st.
Yeah, that would be.
And we were gonna go out that day, but I had the flu.
And the weather did not.
Oh yeah, the weather was terrible.
That day.
It was terrible. It was cold. So we didn't go. But yeah, I mean, I do think it's kind of crazy that my first catch is in January when, I think the earliest beforehand was March.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that shows,
for sure.
Just get out there,
100%.
man.
That's what I want, dude. I mean,
we'll get you out. We'll take you out kicking and screaming if we have to.
I mean, I never said no to Van Werf, even though you told me, what time did we leave? 6, 7? And I was like, and he's like, I'm not a morning person, but I put my boots on and I walked out that goddamn door.
Yeah, I just wish that day would have turned out better.
I mean, it did for
Yeah.
James. I mean, he at least drove
Yeah.
and actually caught something, so at least he wasn't ready to kill us in the car on the way home.
It was kind of quiet though on the way back. All right. Well, did you say, Kyle? Hold on. Did I hear correctly that you only have 4?
I did accidentally only have 4.
That's fine.
That was supposed to be my
Me and
last one
James
for
can
the
just-
good one, but I will have to think of something else real quick. But you guys go ahead. I can think of something real quick.
I'm gonna say you can think of something if you want, or me and James can. After I do my 4th, he can do his 5th, and I can do my 5th. Or if you come up with one in the meantime.
Oh yeah,
feel
that's for
free.
sure. I accidentally I must have just spaced out and accidentally only put 4.
No, dude, you're good because I'm not gonna lie. A minute ago, I started looking at my list and I was like, "Oh my god, do I only have 4?" And then I was like, "Wait, nope, I got 5. I can count."
Yeah,
I got
because
it.
I have Would You Rather's on here, so I guarantee it's mixed in one of these Would You Rather's. Because I have
All
a
right,
list of
all right,
them,
well, you
so
take it-
I'll find.
You take a peek at that.
I'll look
You
at
take a
it.
peek at- You take a peek at that. I'm gonna go ahead and slap out my 4th. So my 4th is kind of something we've talked about a little bit about me through the pod, and I kind of started doing it a little bit towards the end of the year last year, and I thought, well, shit, might as well just start out the year as this being one of my goals. And my goal is change my frame of mind and attitude on the water by being more open to talking about fishing
This is
and not getting
bullshit.
mad.
I
and
want to
not
hear
getting
you
mad
more
at
verbal.
getting skunked.
I wish I could hear you more verbally because you just whisper. You're like, God damn it, or something.
I know.
I just wish you would just blurt it out just so we could all laugh at each other and specifically laugh at you over it. Because sometimes it's so funny. I'm sorry, Matt.
No, you're good, dude.
I'm like, I
get
can
it.
see
I
your
get it.
aggression in your face, and you just can't hide it for shit, dude.
No, dude. When I'm mad, people know I'm mad. It is
Pumpkin.
all over my face. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just, and the last few times like I've gone out, like there'd been one time that I went with James and he caught and I didn't catch anything, and or I waited, like I didn't catch anything for a long time and then finally caught something. Like I didn't get sour, I didn't get mad, I stayed in a good frame of mind, and I had a better time. So trying to like remind myself, like, hey, at the end of the day, you're just going fishing, man.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you don't.
That's
catch
how I
anything.
kept thinking about it. It's like, hey, at the end of the day, James would have fed us if he was starving.
Oh yeah, we would have not starved.
We definitely would have had at least a fillet of fish.
I gotta say, I feel like that's gonna help your fishing so much more.
I think
because
so.
as you
For
just
sure.
mentioned, I think it somewhat proves those last few times we went out and you weren't catching and I was, and you didn't get down, you stayed positive, and you eventually caught.
Yeah.
Whereas other days we've gone out, you would get sour, and I think it affects your fishing. You don't fish as confidently, as
Yeah,
smoothly,
Yep.
and
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. That's what I think. I think that's what I was starting to see.
Yeah.
And I'm like, needs to be the way it needs to be. So for me, I wanted to put it as a goal because I feel like keeping it in my mind, trying to keep myself like, hey man, you still can do this. You got this. Ain't nothing changing. You still a beast. You're good. So I think that's definitely something I want to see in my 2026, and I'm hoping by seeing that through the year, it'll really solidify it, and I won't have to worry about it anymore.
You gotta embody that fish whispering Jesus that you are.
Exactly. It's just gotta be right there. Like, hey man, you good, dog? You good? You good? All right, my man James, what you got for me?
All right, my last one is my goal for next year. You guys had your
found mine.
3 to 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Matt wants to target those bigger fish. Me, I'm going for quantity over quality this year. I want to have some more double-digit catch days. I want to go out and catch more than 10 in a trip. I have not even hit 10 fish in one trip yet. So my goal this year is to really hit it and get those. And I know the creek is probably where that's going to help, and possibly getting out on the water is going to help a lot on that. I want to get out there and I want to hit those 10, 12 fishes in a day.
For sure.
And really
I mean, dude, honestly, even
Put
if they're
those numbers in the
dinks
log.
like me and Matt do, we pulled out like 22, 24, 26 each, and we was only
Dude.
there for like,
Mhm.
what, like 20 minutes?
That's what I was just
Like,
about to
like-
say.
like
I was
20
about to
minutes?
say. I was just about to say.
That's my
if
most
you don't
catches
care
ever.
about size, we need to go to Kyle's Pond because you could get a 20, 25 bag day of just, they're like 12 to 13 inches.
Yeah,
but
but at least 2 hours, dude. That's it, dude. Dude, I guarantee every time you throw out there, you'll probably catch one.
oh yeah,
likely.
we'll get you on it. But even then, yes, Creek's gonna help you out a lot.
We need to make
But-
some slim stickins for these trips.
Oh, faux show.
Oh, dude, that's all they.
I had
fucking
multiple days this year looking through the log of double digits through the creek, but I also had a couple of them at Quad Park.
Yeah.
So it's in the realm of other places.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of your goals up there was try different things and whatnot.
Yep.
I think that's going to be your key because you have had in the past a bit of a try and, stick to the same thing.
Yep.
And that's okay. Everybody does their own thing. But I think broadening things, I think you're going to be able to catch more. I think that goal will...
And that's actually the notes I had for this goal was to stop trying to force feed like is my habit, which I've been getting better about and switching things
you have
up.
definitely gotten
Trying
better.
new things like
Yes.
jerk shot.
Jerk shot. Was new.
Yeah, and more tackle variations and tying on more
sure.
often. It's just too often I get out there and there's one thing I want to throw because that's what I'm feeling. I like the retrieve on it, and I got to stop that. I gotta really change it up more.
There's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable with what you're throwing. You have to remind yourself that you need to give time to everything before you ixnay it.
For sure.
I
felt retarded on the bellows gill, honestly, when I was supposed to sink it. I was fucking swimming it. And I still caught shit on it. I mean, you can even use something incorrectly.
Just for as good as
I mean, sometimes you
bellows
can use
gill
shit.
is.
Sometimes you just use stuff incorrectly and you can still get a catch on it, honestly.
Yeah. No, 100%. That definitely happens. But, I just think it's hard because James is right. I agree with him. But there's also that fine line to me where I think you can accidentally add too much to your repertoire. Then you're throwing something and your brain starts going, oh shit, maybe I should be throwing that. Oh shit, maybe I should be throwing that.
That's always the
give
what
things
ifs.
time. Just give whatever you're throwing some
like
time.
I said, like 25 minutes. I try to do 25 minutes.
30 minutes. Make sure you've made a lap. Maybe if the pond's a big pond, half a lap. But a good amount of time through the body of water, not just in one spot.
Right.
And if you're not catching, by all means, try something else.
Right. Tie
You just
something on
never
or
know.
move on.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Kyle, did you by any chance find the last one?
Yes, I did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was
Lay it
my
on
fault.
us, my man.
Mine is honestly different species. If I could honestly want to try to go, I would want to go for a walleye or a muskie. I think that's something that honestly that I would really be interested in trying to go find a place or a river that has been like, cause sometimes that little app that you've used just for like new people that come, like maybe they coming into our state and it's like that little app that shows you what fish that people's caught at, like
Fish brand.
right. That's what I'm saying. There we go. I'm sorry, I didn't use the app, but I'm just saying,
No,
like,
you're
if
good.
you went somewhere and I could find it, and then I know where a muskie's at, or I know where a walleye's at, I'm going to want to try to jump on that. And I think that's probably going to be one of ending up being one of my destinations for this year.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, dude, hey, I will warn you, they are nicknamed the fish of 10,000 casts.
I mean, honestly,
Maumee River.
I mean,
everybody
Maumee
goes for
probably
all I
has
need is a
muskie, I
tent.
think.
All I need is a tent, a pipe, and a fucking good time. Honestly.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I mean, hey, new species, man, that's always a good time. That's something I think, I thought about that as well, but I'm still having way too much fun with the bass right now. The smallmouth, the largies.
I mean,
I'll mess
I mean,
around with
even
the
if there is there's got to be
Rockies and-
bass in there, dude. Correct? I mean, they're
Oh
eating
yeah,
on
100%.
something, so that's what I'm saying. If I
Mhm.
can go somewhere and
Mhm.
I accidentally even just catch one, I mean,
And catch one is a
Yeah.
bycatch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that ain't
that's what I'm
bad at
saying.
all.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
nothing bad with that.
I mean,
I'd be into that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same presentation as. I mean, do they like live bait more, like smell, or is it the lures, the rubbers or plastics, as well?
Dude, I am not huge enough into it. All I know
Okay.
is they use big baits.
So it's just more hard plastics.
No, they use soft plastics.
Okay,
They have
that's what I
hard
was wondering. Okay.
plastics. They have all kinds.
Okay.
It's just like bass fishing. There's all kinds.
So yeah.
Most of the time, if I'm not mistaken, muskie fishing and northern fishing, like northern pike, they use like basically bass gear for the regular size ones, and if they want to go for bigger ones, they use oversized bass gear, like
Oh, okay,
big chatter baits and big like spinner baits.
Right,
and
right,
things like
right.
that. But no, dog. I think that's a good
Yeah,
one for
I mean,
sure.
I think that would be super fun. I mean, honestly, even
Mhm.
having the boy out there with a net would be even better.
Dude, you get like a 30-inch muskie, that's a ride, dog. 30 to 40-inch muskie, that is a ride. Dude, and the crazy thing that you talk about that, Kyle, is when I go up to Minnesota, man, every relative I visit, they got big northerns mounted on the
Oh,
walls
dude, that's
all
what I'm
over.
saying,
They
dude.
catch them suckers through the ice, dog. But no, dude, I think you definitely had a good one there to round your
Yeah,
your
for sure.
goal
I mean,
list
I think honestly, opening up horizons on other fish. I mean, I think that's awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be
Oh,
something
dude.
I would be stoked. Like, what if you just threw out and looking for bass, and you're like, what is that? And that fucking 24-inch fucking, it's 18-inch fucking. Well, how big do they get? Honestly, they get bigger than that, don't they?
40.
Yeah,
40
that's what I'm saying. Like,
inches,
if you
man.
caught seen something like that big, like you think it's like fucking
Oh, they're
anaconda.
huge.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So
Seriously,
you
you're like,
think
what
it
is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like,
Yeah.
what is that? What is that? And then you pull that bad boy in. You have to pull him by the gill, dude. I think it'd be
Yeah,
an
dude.
experience.
I agree. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give out the last goal. It's my goal is the last one of all of the goals for the night. And I think this goal, when I thought about it, it honestly was one of the first ones that came naturally to me because it's kind of something here at Small Ponds Big Dreams we've been preaching since almost day one, and it really is something I think I talked about slightly, and it kind of started forming in my head, and well, I figured I'm just gonna do it. So in 2026. Every other outing, I plan on picking up at least one grocery bag's worth of trash at the body of water that I am at and disposing of it properly.
Preach.
I cannot
And-
preach enough.
And,
think I'm
and
the
I
first
feel
one to
like
say it.
I when I thought about this, I know we've talked so much about how we hate littering, and I think it's because we go to these inner city ponds and we just see just some of the most disgusting crap, and
Dude, I fill up
And
a
that's
pocket
when I
of
was like-
trash in my book bag every time.
yeah. So I'm just going to take a grocery bag every other time I go out, and I go out a lot, so this might be once or twice a week, and I'm just going to try to fill up a bag's worth of trash and dispose of it the correct way, and hopefully
yeah, like a bathroom
after
trash
some
bag.
time. Yeah, like a grocery bag,
Right,
like you
right,
get from Kroger.
Right.
Yeah, just not
no one's
something
saying
crazy.
you're out there
but,
doing
I mean,
time
just,
on the middle of the street, trying to clean up the highway. But I
yeah,
mean, we're
but
trying to clean
instead
up.
I'm doing ponds.
Right, exactly, and we're just trying to clean it up. At least our.
I just want to
fishing
clean up my
areas if we
bodies of
see
water
them.
I fish.
Right.
I'm tired of seeing trash all over them.
I think that should be a goal for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
100%.
everybody should go with it. I mean, how hard is it to just throw a bag? I'm just going to throw a bag's worth of grocery bags in my car, and when I go to get out of my car and I grab my tackle bag, I'm going to just shove one in, and I'm just going to start filling the sucker up because I'm hoping eventually you get listeners. If you're hearing this, please make it a goal for yourself. If you're already out there. I mean, you see so much line, bottles, bags, all this crap. Just pick it up, put it in a bag, throw it away. Unfortunately, there are a lot of human beings in this world that are just disgusting, and they don't care about our waterways. So, unfortunately, just like how everything else is in the world, we gotta take up for the slack of others. So, if you're hearing this and listening and you go out fishing, just pick up some trash. We'd appreciate it. Your bodies of water would appreciate it. The fish would appreciate it. So, I'm leaving that
For
as
sure.
the last goal for 2026. I think we had some bangers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for
I think
sure.
there were some good ones.
I could
There were
finger
some good
clap for
ones in
that.
there. Yeah. I think everyone's going into 2026 with a really good head on their shoulders for what their goals are for their fishing times. I think the last little cool thing here before we end the night would be if we did some kind of predictions, if you would, for 2026. Maybe some personal predictions. I got a couple written down here, so I figured we just shoot them off. What do you guys predict your number of catches will be this year?
I'm going to go a little ambitious for me, and I'm going for 150.
Okay. That's ambitious as hell. That's for James.
For
Yeah,
James,
I mean,
yes.
yeah,
Very,
I mean-
very ambitious.
Yeah,
It's
very.
Those double-digit days are going to help.
Oh, for sure. Kyle, what you thinking, my man?
Dude, I need to do better than I did last year. 100%. I know that. I probably only went out quite a few times. I mean, I probably only got like 20, maybe, if that. So that's why I said Kyle needs to get out. Kyle needs to go out and do more 100% this year. I got some new gear from the boys, which I appreciate, and I got some new stuff, and I plan on getting the hell out this year. If I had to put a number on it, I would say at least 40.
Okay, all right.
All right.
That's, I mean, for you, knowing you and your outings and how you
I want
fished
more
last
than
year,
that. Though.
I would.
I want to
I know
mean, that's
you're gonna.
a goal.
No, you're gonna.
I'm
you're
hitting
gonna
that
smash
goal.
it.
Yeah, I'm
You're
hitting that fucking
smashing.
goal
No, you're
this year.
No, you like. I'm talking like out the ball field.
Yeah,
You're gonna smash
this
it.
ain't even
That's a good
an
one.
opinion or a fucking dream. This is going to happen if I had to kick myself in
Oh,
the
yeah.
nuts to walk myself out the door.
Yep. No, I'll do it for you. Don't worry. For free. I won't even charge you. No, I'm going with the number 482.
I like the fours in the
It's
area.
nice.
Yeah. Well,
But
so
what
this
made you
year,
happen to
I
four?
think
I remembered you said how many catches did you have last year again?
last year I had 3. It was 3. Hold on.
Ooh,
Hold on,
pull out the
hold on. I
book.
can pull it up real quick. I can pull it out. I can pull it right on out. Of course, I've archived it.
Oh,
So I'm going
Buried.
to go to my archive. It's buried. Nobody can know how many fishies I catch. I caught 348.
okay. And you
I
said
thought you broke 350.
Nope. Well, okay, no. I'm sorry. Technically, I did. I forgot the 348 was calculated before the PB catch. And if you are going to count the
I'll count the
carp,
You touched it.
it puts 350. So
If
I
the
was at
rule
350.
is you have to touch it for it to be a catch. If you touch it, it's a catch.
Oh, I definitely touched that slimy bitch. So I tried to put. It was so small, I couldn't even put my finger in its mouth. I had to actually pick it up from its sides, slimy little bastard. So yeah, 350. So yeah, 482. I not to say too much, but I have my own personal written down fishing bucket list, and one of my fishing bucket list is to catch 500 in a year. And I feel like if I say 482, it's probably going to get closer to 500. So I say 482. Now, what do you guys think your new PB weights? If you're breaking PB weights next year, because we're not going to say it's going to happen, but if it does happen, I want to know what you think your PB weight will be for your new largemouth and smallmouth catches.
now if I had to think realistically, like this is not.
I mean,
like
realistically, this is realistic. Like, you think
Man,
realistically
that's
it
gonna suck for
was
me 'cause
what
I'm
it
only
would be?
thinking of 2 pounds, honestly, 2.5.
Okay, well, that's realistic. So 2.5 largemouth, but technically any size smallmouth you catch would be your PB.
Well, that's probably for the other segment, but probably yes. I mean, honestly, if I could, I mean, yeah. I mean, what did you guys catch? Did you guys actually weigh them out of there?
No, smallmouth, no,
Uh-huh.
I did not weigh my
Okay.
smallmouth. I've got it in inches. And I also have my largemouth in inches as well. But I've caught enough fish to know that the largemouth I caught was definitely over 4, and the smallie I caught was definitely a 3.
Okay.
Almost 3. I would say 2 3/4,
It was at least
pushing
3.
3. It was
your
good.
19-incher was 3 at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, my dream
So-
would be like 3 to 5. I mean, and that doesn't even seem that big, honestly.
No, I mean, for a smallmouth, that's pretty big.
I mean, yeah, for
That's
smallmouth.
pretty
I'm just talking about
frickin'
its
big.
species
But for a
ratio in
largemouth-
general. I mean, like all of them together. I mean, even if it had to be a fucking pike, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if I
mean,
caught
that's
a
not
muskie,
bad.
dude, I'm telling you, if I catch something out there, dude, I'm gonna be super happy.
Oh, yeah, you'll be stoked. James, what do you think you're catching? Your
So,
largemouth and smallmouth
I'm thinking my
PBs?
largemouth. I've been a little ambitious with my predictions so far. I'm going to keep that trend going. My largemouth, I'm going to say, is going to be a 5.
Okay. All right, I like it.
And my smallie, it's going to be a 4.
4? Oh, that is ambitious as hell. I like that.
Yep.
I like that. Well, I plan on getting a scale this year so we can actually get weights. So I'm going to just say I'm going to say with James as well, a 5 on a largemouth because I believe I'm already in the 4s. So I'm going to say a 5 on the largemouth, and I'm going to say a 4 on a smallmouth as well. So I'm going to follow the same suit because I think those are more realistically of what I'm going to get. Now, if I could smash them out of the park, I want a 7-pound largie and I want a 5 to 6 pound smallie. That's smashing the suckers out of the park. But all right, we got some PB weights guessed. All right, what do you think your species ratio is going to be? And what I mean by that is obviously we're mainly bass fishermen, so really I would just want to know is what's your prediction? Do you think you're going to catch more largemouth or do you think you're going to catch more smallmouth?
I want to say, I would like to say my species ratio is going to be 50-50, but I'm going to guess it's going to be more 60-40 largie over smallie.
Okay, all right. I like it. All right. Kyle?
This could have been in one of my goals, but I didn't want to use it because I figured it was already obvious to other people that I have not caught a smallmouth. So I think that would be more of my goals also, but then also in species ratio. I mean, honestly, what I've been getting told from everybody, because I've never caught one, is that the pool and the fight is a little bit harder than it would be for a largemouth. So I'm hoping to catch more smallies than big largemouths. So
Okay.
I think
so
I need
you're
to go
guessing
more in the
species
creek.
ratio. You're going
Right.
more smallies.
Yeah,
than
I think I
largies.
want to shoot for something that I haven't fished already out before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I get it. Hey, I don't blame you. Small. Once you get on it, I know you're gonna know. You're like, man, I've been missing out on this. This is what you was talking about.
Right. That's what I've been waiting on.
You're gonna have a blast. I think I'm with you, man. I know I'm gonna catch more smallmouth than largemouth. That's how I know this year's gonna go. If I had to put it in percentage wise, I don't think it's gonna be as close as James is. I'm going 70-30. For 70 smallies, 30 on the largie. And I think that's just because I really am gonna really drive myself to fight and get in that river a lot
Right.
more this year.
Right. That's what percentage I was thinking too.
But
It's got to be somewhere around there.
that's my prediction.
It's not going
That's
to be
definitely my
inevitable that you're not
prediction.
going to catch a largemouth because you automatically.
Oh
still
no,
gonna
I'm
catch a
definitely
mouth.
still
Yeah.
hitting up the
Right.
largie holes.
That's what
Don't
I'm
you
saying.
worry about that.
That's what
Don't
I'm
you worry
saying.
about
So,
that. That's happening.
So we can't forget Old Faithful. You know what I mean?
Oh no, you can't. But the question really lies is what prediction do you have is going to be the number one technique you're catching all them bass with?
Ooh, I would hopefully
Technique
for mine,
/ bait. It could be a technique
Bellow.
or a specific bait.
bellow gill. I want to
You
get
going
more,
Bellows gill?
Yeah, I want to get that on. And also, I've used it. It's sad, but I've used the Nico before I actually used the Ned.
Yeah, and
So-
that's just because the only reason
just
you use the Nico before the Ned
Mhm.
is because most of the places we fish, that bottom is so nasty.
Right. So
it's hard to
green,
throw
or
that
whatever
Ned.
it's called.
Yeah, it's like I call it snot grass.
Yeah, the slime
Yeah, I call it snot grass.
for sure.
So
But
you're going with
yeah,
the old bellows
that's what I
gill.
wanted new for new techniques. I want the bellows gill.
Okay, I like the bellows gill. I thought about that for sure.
I want to also try
I
the
think it's gonna
swimmers
be-
too, because I got good with that too. So I might have to go buy me a bag of them.
Always, for sure. James, what you think?
I'm thinking my number one for 2026 is going to be the hard jerk bait.
Okay.
I'm probably diving real hard into that.
You diving hard into the jerk?
I caught the fever at the end of this year
Okay.
on the hard jerk bait.
Yeah, it was nice. Okay, I can see that. All right. I'm going to be very, I'm going to be just very plain. Kyle took mine originally because I was going to say bellows gill. So I'm going to just say my number one new technique / bait for next year, this year, is going to be the swim bait. Hard swim bait. Hard glide bait.
For
Hard
sure.
glide bait. I'm going hard glide bait.
Okay.
Going hard glide bait. I think I'm going to be able to produce a good time this year on that with varying sizes to make it easier to get to smaller fish as well. But I think that's going to be my number one new technique for 2026. As far as
Sounds like a
predictions and
great
everything
idea.
go.
I mean, you did buy a bunch of them already.
Now, the last couple we got here, and then we'll round out the show for the night, is going to be, what was your number one bait used in 2025?
It's going to be number one bait from 2025 that we are going to be using in 2026.
Oh.
Oh.
So
read the
I
question
heard
wrong.
the whispers.
Yeah, I know you did.
So-
I read it wrong. No, it's number one bait
Because
used
we've
from
already-
2025
That we're gonna
use in
2026,
2026.
yeah.
Well, shit, mine's the
Yeah,
bellows
that's
gill.
what I told you.
I mean, shit, that's easy.
Yeah.
I'm going bellows gill. Shit, I'll answer that
I
one.
totally actually forgot about new technique because technically my hard jerk bait isn't a new technique for me.
It's all
going
right.
into 2026.
I'll allow it because it's still very new to you.
I would say,
Because
but my
you don't
number
have
one
as
bait
that many
used from
touches on it.
2025 though would be the chatter, or not the chatter, the spinner bait. Excuse me. That's probably the most one
I
I've
feel like
used.
number one.
It's like the number one I've
for
used.
2025 should have been.
Well,
the
I guess
recap.
mine might not be bellows gill. It's probably the Nico rig.
Okay. Yeah.
Mine's probably the
Okay,
Nico
so
rig.
so we got to figure out how we're gonna to actually take this question and redo this question.
Why? We're
Well,
in the, we
yeah,
can just
we-
keep
I
going.
like
don't
it.
even care.
Leave
Yeah, I
it
mean,
alone.
I
Who
messed
cares?
up.
It's
I read it
fun.
wrong.
Leave it
We can
alone.
just keep going.
I
Who
mean,
cares?
we're all laughing about
That's
it. Who
fine.
cares?
All right, so we're going number one bait that we used in 2025 that we. Okay. Yeah, I can't even say it. We're going with
Tongue twister.
the number one bait from 2025 that we will use
in 2026. Yes, I'm
Okay.
going Nico. Wait, Nico rig. I'm going
Nico?
Nico rig.
Okay, I'll still say the spinner bait.
Yep.
I'm going chatter
Okay.
on that.
Okay.
'cause it's the chatter bait.
All
I'm
right.
going to use it. I'm going to catch on.
Yeah, you're gonna use it. You'll catch on it. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, just so we don't get into that kerfuzzle again, I'm not gonna read this last one wrong. What excites you boys the most about 2026 this year? This fishing year? What excites you the most?
Going to Minnesota.
Okay. All right. I take that. I'm going with fishing with the boys.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm
about to
looking
be, too.
forward
That's
to.
what
I
had
love
written
getting
down.
out with the boys. I love getting out. I love fishing with y'all. It's always a good time. It's even more a better time when everyone's catching it. But
Mine says
even
being
then,
out
it's
with the
still a good
boys
time.
also getting me out.
Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that's gonna be the best. That's gonna be one of the best parts of 2026. And I also will say I'm since we're already in 2026, I'm really looking forward to that Columbus Fishing Expo at the end of the month. I think
Ooh, buddy.
that's going to be a fun time. I think it's going to be a fun time. You see any three wild-looking gentlemen wearing any Small Ponds, Big Dreams merch, you just come on by and say hi.
So now that we've wrapped up our goals for 2026 and our predictions for 2026, I am going to throw this out there. I am writing mine down in a little notebook that I'm going to keep.
Okay.
Listeners, if you also went along with us and made some goals and made some predictions, I would also encourage you to write yours down as well. And that way, at the end of the year, we can all go back.
Yeah.
We can look at our goals, see what we accomplished, see what we didn't, and look at our predictions to see, how correct we were, if we knocked him out of the park, or if we were,
If we missed.
a little overestimated on some things.
Also,
Yeah,
James,
little
that sounds fantastic.
I like it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to have to re-listen to the podcast, though, to get mine.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I know. I'll write mine down. I think it's a great idea. I'd love to know if we are right with any of these predictions, and I want to know if we get any of our 2026 goals. So, all right, boys. Well, I think it's been a good one. It's been a long one, but it's been a good one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Been some laughs, some fun. I'm ready to bring in this 2026 fishing season. As Jigs and Bigs put it on their Instagram the other day, I think it's 71 days until spring.
Ooh, buddy. Is that it?
That's it. 71 days. I think that's what it was.
I can sleep that long.
Yeah, hibernation. We're bears. I'll eat some grass. That's cool. All right, man. Well, you gentlemen, you got anything else you wanna talk about here on about 2026?
Yes, sir. I'm going
All
to
right.
say before
What
we
you
wrap
got?
up, I just want to say thank you. This podcast has been a huge part of me. It honestly has. And I'm proud for every episode, every story, every moment. But I think it's time for me to step away and start a new chapter. But I'll always be grateful for the listeners, the community, and the love we made that it made this possible. But it's not a goodbye forever. It's just a farewell for now. But so I'll end it with a tight lines.
Well, I think we will definitely hear from you in the future. I hope everything is good. You're going to be fishing with us. The stories of Kyle will be told, and hopefully now we can have you as a guest. And
Sure.
once
For
you've
sure.
bestowed more fishing and have more stories, we'll definitely have you on here and talk about some of the amazing, outlandish times we have fishing, hopefully not at Van Wert.
100%.
So, all right, well, I think that's everything from here at Small Ponds, Big Dreams. Tight lines.
Tight lines.
Tight lines.